Hello everybody and welcome back to Not Cry. We are here in this uppermost aisle to do some more world quests and to do some more witch quests. You know how I said we probably wouldn't pick up here again next time? Well, turns out the witch already would like to speak to us again, so we are going to head in that direction. Before we do though, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do. Kind of a lot actually. So, first of all, over here, we've got a bunch of characters talking to us. Let's see. Larua wants to give us his friendship. Wow, that is gorgeous. Name card style. Oh, Nightmare Songbird. Having braved the darkness of night, the nightingale pours its ardor into the bright world of day and sears the nightmares with fierce fury. Very cool. Happy friendship, Larua! Yay! Next up, we have... Oh, Klee! Hi, Klee! She's only level 50, but she's friendship 10. Klee! Explosive, if you can believe it. Klee is lucky explosive. Can you tell if it's a Jumpty Dumpty or Dodoko? Hint, look carefully at the tail. Oh, to me that looks like a Dodoko, right? Because they've got these. And I don't know what a Jumpty Dumpty tail looks like, though. This is making me think that they don't have them. I think it's a Dodoko. Okay, here we have Aino, who also wants to express her friendship. Whoopsie ducksy, that's me right now, having left these name cards for possibly weeks to collect because I keep thinking they're Hexy Ray things. When a Cool Your Jets ducky is overheating, does Aino throw out another ducky to cool its jets? Or does she just say whoopsie ducksy and leave it at that? That's funny because it's Cool Your Jets ducky, isn't it? Kachina. Friendship. Indeed. Twirly. Wow, that's cute. The upper half of the Turbo Twirly is very stable, but if the lower half gets stuck, there's a high chance you'll end up with one very dizzy rider. There she is. Hi, Katina. Long time no see. I think that's everyone. Everybody else should be Hexy Ray, and by everybody else, I guess I just mean Sucrose. Wow. Because she's level 80. Okay, besides that, we should definitely read at least one letter. I have a million. Oh, I got my check-in. Yay! Everybody do your check-ins. Okay. Let's do... Sure, let's do Shan Yun's. Might as well, but I am seeing Lantern Ray. It's probably fine. I'm just seeing Mint. Okay. From Shan Yin. My birthday banquet. Shan Yun. Wait, Shan Yun is, Cloud Retainer, isn't it? I was actually... What's her name? I was thinking... Xinyan. Right, okay. Shan Yun, Xinyan. So, this is Cloud Retainer, which means her voice is more like... Oh, I love doing her voice. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know when I started doing voices for these letters, actually. I cannot recall. I feel like... Since it's stopping me from reading them so much, maybe I will stop doing it as often, but for Xianyun, his voice I adore doing. For my birthday banquet this year, I intend to hold it at my humble abode. I have neglected my mountain home, having spent all this time in the mortal realm. Thankfully, an old friend of mine has kindly kept the area in front of my abode immaculate. Since he is so fond of this serene sanctuary, I naturally took this occasion to ask him to clean the inside and outside as well. Presumably, such a task will pose no difficulty for him. Doing so also allows me to make full use of the local resources that are available to me. I shall prepare a mint-themed banquet, using the mint harvested during the lantern rite, to express my gratitude to this old friend of mine. Mint tea to cleanse the heart, mint cake to clear the mind, mint wine to awaken the spirits, and mint soup to nourish the lungs. That should be enough for him to savor the mint thoroughly. Huh. Surely my thoughtful arrangements will be forever etched in his memory. As for you, you may come at any time without concern for those menial cleaning tasks. All you need to do is sit back and enjoy the banquet, for any feast of mine is sure to be a spectacular affair befitting the Adepti. Something like that. Do you suppose this friend, I was thinking at first, you know, Moonshaper, is that his name? Fascinating name in hindsight. Moonshaper or Mountain Carver. But maybe she's talking about dear old Rex Lapis, indeed. Encompassing gladness is her signature. How beautiful. Happy birthday. Let's see. Should we try to grab one more? Xiao. Speaking of names, I shall not try to... I'm sorry. Speaking of voices, I shall not try to recreate. Here is Xiao's birthday letter. Of names and bonds. Ooh. Oh, this sounds important already. A few days ago, a bird that had injured its wing landed on the inn's eaves. Given that this place has always been so peaceful, it likely chose to take shelter here in pursuit of that very same tranquility. Though I could not approach too closely due to my karmic afflictions, I saw that its injuries were not severe, and so I offered it some food. I imagine it will recover in a few days. Were Mountain Shaper and Moon Carver. Were Mountain Shaper and Cloud Retainer here, they would shortly call this a rare encounter born of our affinity. And since it concerns affinity, it must have a name so fond memories may take anchor. Oh, fascinating! You have traveled through many lands and seen much of the world. When you have the time, come and give the bird a name. Once its wing has healed, we shall return it to the wild. The bonds between all things in heaven and earth are forged through names and sustained through remembrance. Through this tiny creature, you and I will gain yet another connection. Oh my god! Xiao! First of all, I know every character sends us a letter on their birthday, but it just feels very important to me that Xiao sends us a letter on his birthday. That means a lot to me. And, oh my god, talking about naming a bird, the importance of names, deliberately creating a bond. Oh my god! I'm so flattered. I'm almost flustered. Like, we're naming a bird together? Huh, wow. Indeed, truly. Happy birthday. That's incredible. A name so memories can take anchor. The bonds are forged through names and sustained through remembrance. For some reason, this is making me think about Paimon. And just the giant mystery that she is. We have a name for her. Is it her true name? I don't know. It's a very godly name. Because it's one of the demons, right? So those demonic names are usually, quote unquote, the true names of our dear gods. So is that her true name? Is there another name that we might recognize her by as someone else? I'm so fascinated. Okay, we did some letters. I still have a million more. They just keep coming in, but we'll leave it there for now. We've done a little bit of housekeeping, and what I want to do first, deja vu, is I would like to go speak with the witch, because she would like us to go speak with her, apparently. Oh, wow. It is kind of cool how this used to be so bright and used to have such different music. And now that it's so abyssal, the music itself has changed. That's really cool. I'm hoping that as we continue along in that world quest, that place will recover. Hello, squirrel. Start sculpting. Wow, so I guess every time we come, we can do another sculpture? Don't mind if I do. I enjoy this sculpting. Wow, they're really giving us more and more detailed ones, aren't they? I missed! How could I miss? It was right in front of me. It also does kind of crack me up when we get one that's behind the one that's in front. Like, how did that even happen? Okay. These guys both want to be trimmed down.
Whoops! Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again.
I don't know how to reset it, Paimon. Mistakes made 1 out of 6? Oh, it reset for me. Thank you, Paimon, with your magical mystery. So that does answer a question I had, which is, do I go all the way through? Or is it possible for it to be a middle block? It is very much possible for it to be a middle block. Okay. I can't run right now. Did I mess something up with my key bindings, or is it always like that in this area? Now we know we can clear out the zeros, though, because it's literally a 0. I guess we'll rotate. We need to be able to see over here. Oh, yeah, this is a good angle. Get all these guys off. Nicole, it seems like the entire edges of this block were overshot. We cut off 2 entire sides. Okay, This guy wants to be 0. This guy wants... You want to be 2, actually. I guess you want to be deleted. So do you. Okay, so that guy is happy there. That guy's happy there. Okay, so that bottom little bit is done. 4, 4, 4, 1. So this whole thing wants to stay maintained, except for this block. Okay, so now that one's happy. 4, so that guy wants to stay. These two want to be 3, which means these middle blocks want to go away, and that fulfills the 1 that's on that block. Okay, great, great, great. And 2, 3, 4, 4, 3. You. Get that out of here. Now, are you 1? No, you still need... Oh my god, I'm in the trees. Ah! Is this what they call creative freedom? That bottom block was done. I think this top block can be trimmed down. Oh, I can't jump. Seriously, is it my keybinds, or did they limit me for the purposes of this puzzle? Well, I know I can climb. Okay, so that top block, all those top blocks want to stay, actually. So both the top and the bottom are done. Great. 3 there. Right. 4, 3, 3. Can I see the top of this thing if I rotate it again? Ah, I can. Perfect. Oh, there's no numbers, though. Rip. Okay, so the other way was kind of more helpful. So if I know there's no numbers on this top side, and I put it back that way. Ooh, I like this song. That guy's happy. That guy's happy. These two want to be disrupted, but those guys all want to be 4. So it must be on this side of things. But that's the one that needs to stay, because that one's a 4. Okay, okay, not that block, but these two. Okay, now that top row, or I guess it's the second row, should be complete. Yeah, see, that's the 4. That's why we do want to destroy the 1. So 4, 4, 3, 2. So leave 2, break 1, break 2. Leave 2, break 1, break 2. What?
Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again.
It said 2, though. See? Oh, I guess I could break the front. Ah, there it was. My bad. Nicole seems to approve. It's the Mandrake! From last time. Mandragora, that is. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. Look at that little face. Can I jump? Okay, thank God. My 3 dimensions have been returned to me. It was just a limitation for the puzzle. I adore this. The way that these sculptures are decorating the area.
Oh,
hi!
You're here. I was just starting to wonder if I should send you clearer instructions.
Rude. I was in the middle of a puzzle. That's what we're all about, isn't it?
But then I thought, if I make my hints too obvious, it might get in the way of your travel plans.
I do kind of need to ask. I saw a flyer on your wall just now. That's not a missing persons poster, is it?
And then, just as I was pacing back and forth, agonizing over what I was going to do, you turned up here anyway. So, it looks like everything worked out fine.
Delightful.
Hey, Nicole! You're so full of energy today! And words! You're so full of words!
I was going off track in my thoughts, thinking about fate and all that. Indeed, it seems us, dear adventurers, always wind up where the Sealy guide us, no? Look at the flowers, they're so cool. Anyways, moving on.
I'll take that as a compliment. All right then. Are you ready to check out my next room?
Absolutely, it's the painting room.
Is
Oh, darn
this
it.
Nicole's studio? Why is it just a bunch of empty frames on white walls? Let's take a closer look.
I really wanted to look at those flyers that were on the walls outside. That's okay. Is that Simulanka? That's a domain. Hi. I guess that's the symbol for this place, is it? I was thinking maybe Imaginarium Theater, but I think that's actually the one for this place.
What the?
Wow.
like, Dad.
Oh!
Heck, this place looks familiar. Oh, it's the table where the mages hold their tea parties.
Is that how she gets to them? Or is this like a pocket dimension? Because look at that gold. It looks kind of like, what's it called? Lunar power? But at the same time, that splash of gold that we got in the loading screen reminds me of honey. And now this, and the thought of honey, actually reminds me of Sybilla, was it? The golden bee? Makes sense that their powers would look similar. It's so pretty.
It all started the first time Alice invited me for tea.
I wonder how Alice met Nicole.
On that day,
Or
I
learned
didn't
about
attend
her.
in person. Mostly because back then, I still hadn't decided whether I really wanted to join the Hexenzirkel or not.
Oh, please tell me more.
Alice was the only one there who knew my true identity. She warned me not to say a word or let anyone else discover who I was. I was only supposed to observe.
While that makes sense and that's very strategic, it also kind of feels like Alice is trolling Nicole, inviting her to a tea party and telling her she can't speak the whole time.
And then what happened?
Did she talk?
Well, then I concluded that she was punishing me for my hesitation to join.
Exactly. So I wonder what convinced her to join. Why did she hesitate in the first place? And how does she feel about joining now on the other side?
Everyone was talking about such interesting things. How could I not chime in?
And then?
And of course, when you're in the middle of a conversation and someone throws out a question you know the answer to, how are you supposed to keep your mouth shut?
Truly a trial.
Which brings us to the
A
bet
witch's
between
trial.
Babeloth and Alice, Rhindaughter's forbidden creations, Ivanovna's political machinations.
Wait a second. I have a thought that I want to check on once we're out of here.
It was like a series of exquisitely acted plays, distilled within the confines of a teacup. Their words alone were enough to ignite my instinct to lay the truth bare before them.
Nicole was probably a great asset to the Hexenzirkel because she has so much information. She can answer their questions. I wonder what the Hexenzirkel did for her in return.
So, you piped up inside their heads?
Of course not. Even though I felt like my head was going to explode, I still made sure to hold it all in. I'm a responsible angel after all, and I'm well aware of the difference between what I want to say and what I'm allowed to say.
Ah, that's the crucial part, isn't it?
So, I had a private little word with Alice inside her head, just me and her, and I agreed to join the Hexenzirkel, right there and then.
Oh no!
She was quite happy about my decision, but as for the talking inside her head, well, she claims that over the next few days, she had such a headache that she had to visit a doctor in Larua to get some relief. But she can hardly blame me for that.
Only happened because she told her to be quiet in the first place, didn't it? But it is a little bit interesting, actually. It just now struck me. All this time, people have been warning us about Nicole's habit of speaking in people's minds. And I thought it was just because, you know, ha ha ha, Nicole, she talks so much. Prepare yourself. But I wonder if, with her being an angel, maybe hearing her within your mind is actually a little bit taxing for mortals and other regular beings. Maybe the traveler hasn't noticed anything and so hasn't reported anything to the player, because as a dissenter, they aren't subject to the same consequence. But Alice got a headache from it? Or is it just because she literally talked her ear off, or I guess her head off in this case? Just an interesting thought. That might also give context for why Nicole refuses to speak inside of children's minds, or only does so sparingly, and why she's so hesitant to speak inside of people's minds without permission, so on and so forth. Oh! She left me here! Oh, never mind.
How about we go look at the other frames?
Oh.
Paimon's starting to feel like she needs some relief too.
This is cool. It's a little exploration into Nicole's backstory. With the Hexenzirkel specifically, or will we get more from other times and places?
Tree?
Oh, look at the domain. Oh my gosh, is that the first time we've gotten a confirmation in the game that the trees inside the domains are branches of Irminsul? Maybe it was mentioned before. But like, yeah, that one, it feels so obvious, but you never want to take anything in this game for granted. It's gorgeous. I love the designs and the patterns and the symbolism and the little crowns. Do we have all 5? We do, okay.
Oh, this painting here? you're clearly no strangers to the white trees. But did you know that the first angel's betrayal happened beneath one of their very boughs?
Ooh, tell me more. I mean, okay, the betrayal sounds familiar, but I always pictured it happening deep below the surface of the earth because we read about it in Finale of the Deep Galleries. So I don't think so. Tell me more.
Paimon's curious now.
Will you share?
Well then, I guess it's finally time for me to tell you a tale of romance and horror.
Fantastic.
Let me just think how best to protect the identity of those involved.
Oh.
Alright, got it.
Why though? Maybe she's trying to protect them from like the heavenly principles or something. You don't need to protect them from us though. Look at how excited she is to tell the story.
A long, long time ago.
I love it.
There was once a traveler who wandered among the stars. They were nothing like you, but that's not important right now.
No, please give me every detail. What made them so different?
One day, he traveled to a silver tree to visit the princess of the morning star.
Ooh.
Before long, he started asking her about her kingdom's most forbidden secrets.
Is that the first angel that you're calling the Princess of the Morning Star? Fascinating. I think so.
His words puzzled the princess. How could he possibly know of all these things forbidden by the gods?
I see. This is how she's obfuscating their identities. Obviously, this is the Voyager, and that's the first angel. Silver Tree asking about the forbidden secrets. Right.
The young man revealed his origins and showed the princess things she had never seen before. A free will and love, both noble and spiritual. His words awakened her sense of self, hitherto shackled by the gods. Her heart soared, carrying her beyond limits she had never crossed before. The Princess of the Morning Star confided the kingdom's secrets to the youth, and between them, love grew and blossomed, along with a determination to defy the gods.
This is just a cookie-cutter love story. You said to be horror.
Now we're getting to that part.
Don't worry, Paimon. The horror's about to begin.
Oh no.
They yearn to help the people live lives of unfettered freedom, but the gods could not forgive their betrayal. They sent down thunder and fury, destroying the lovers' home. And when the Great War subsided, the power and the wisdom of the princess were lost, never to return. Even her closest friends were cursed.
That's the beginning of the Sealies, right?
Yeah. That ending was pretty scary after all.
Yeah. This was a nail, I'm pretty sure. And this was the curse. Basically, if an angel falls in love, they turn into a Seelie. And it's incredible that almost every single one is now a Seelie. So on and so forth. I'm wondering if we'll get anything new.
Didn't you say
Any
you were
more
going to
little
tell us about the first
details?
angel? And you're not saying this story's actually true, are you?
It sure is. And that's the scariest part.
Isn't that interesting, though? It's pretty cool how we see these patterns of, you know, civilizations developing and rising and then challenging fate and or the gods in some way, and the heavenly principle strikes them down. But it's cool to see that pattern has also occurred among divine emissaries, you know? It's not just humanity that's doing this, it's the entire world that is shackled by the heavenly principles and that has fought that in various ways.
Hey, this is Simulanka!
Oh!
Why are there light novels from Yai Publishing House all over the floor?
Are they based on a true story? Oh, there she is. Is that Fischl? That looks like Fischl. Is that the book that Fischl was inspired by?
Well, on the subject of my literary enlightenment, my greatest inspiration of all is none other than Lady Anya herself.
Oh, Anya.
She was the last to join the Hexenzirkel, and yet the first to leave.
Was she the only mortal? I feel like Barbeloth is also mortal, right? She's just very elderly.
I loved all of her stories. Whether it was just an idea or a fully fleshed out manuscript, Anya was always so skilled at making her readers gasp with joy. Hexen Circle discussions rarely stray far from magic, and it's my belief that Anya possessed a unique magic of her own. She could weave love and compassion into words and stories that would touch the hearts of others.
I feel so delighted and tormented at the same time. Because they're rendering this scene. We are in this location at the moment.
I asked her for tips on how to write compelling tales. She taught me a lot of tricks and techniques. But in the end, my biggest enemy has always been myself.
Too lazy to put pen to paper? No, I get the feeling she'd be a perfectionist. She'd have too much to say.
That's one way of putting it. Communicating through thought is so much more convenient. I guess even angels can succumb to laziness.
Aw, she looks frustrated. I bet Nicole would really enjoy dictation voice to text if we could somehow get it to work with her mental speech.
However, recently I've resolved to make an effort,
Aw.
even if it's just to spare myself reproaches from a certain old Seelie friend of mine.
Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, that makes sense. She's asked the Seelie to guide us before. She can literally speak with them. That's good. I'm glad.
Oh! Does that mean we're finally gonna get to read something you've written?
I'm just glad that the Seelie are still able to communicate with people, you know?
Who said anything about writing? I'm talking about buying popular works from the last few centuries to flip through in my spare time.
I mean, I suppose you can study how they're written. Well, I mean, if she just wants to read them for enjoyment, doesn't necessarily have to result in her writing something herself. Yeah, look at it. That's the tavern, isn't it? Ah! If they leave me in that space... Oh no, they're gonna bring me back to the room. Oh, feather time. Oh, I see. We have to do a puzzle so that we can get our chest.
These paintings all remind me of places that hold great significance in my heart. And now, the studio has been fully restored.
Yay!
All right, go ahead and claim our reward. What? Don't look at me like that. Of course this reward is ours. You're not going to leave this chest unopened, are you? I can't let you leave if you do. Besides, after telling you so many stories, don't I deserve a reward of my own?
That is so funny. She came along with us this time, so of course the reward is ours. And she has those little puppy dog eyes, and then she says, I can't let you leave. I'm like, oh my god, Nicole! Every now and then, she's very scary. I'll open the chest, but oh my gosh, we were there!
A happy story all wrapped up. See you next time.
The closest I'll ever get to Simulanka. I do hold out hope. Oh, hi, Nicole. I hold out hope that once this game is done, they'll just start replaying the timeline, you know? This game is all about loops. I will keep playing this game for like double the time, 6 more years, so I can do all the events.
Come to think of it, this Mage's Lodge holds a special significance for me, too. A painting within a house within a painting, worlds within worlds. Fascinating, isn't it?
Fascinating indeed. I wonder... Ah! I ran through the door. I wonder what that could possibly be hinting at about the nature of this realm. Whee! Alright, thank you for having us, Nicole. We'll see you again next time. Oh, wait a second. Orb Nicole is here too. Oh. This game does train us very well, doesn't it? If the thing moves, follow it. Shiny orb. Look! She's gonna talk to us again!
Building my Mage's Lodge was quite a rewarding experience. But as everyone knows, any mage worth her salt owns more than one garden. It's time to pick a new location, I think.
Already? So, you've got several homes. Mages work in mysterious ways.
There is actually a very simple reason for it. If I only ever built one home, I might have to wait forever before someone stumbles in by mistake. Not that I'm looking to build a bustling tourism hotspot or anything, but it would be a little embarrassing if no one ever visited at all. It'd be a bit like spending days preparing for an extravagant birthday banquet, only for no one to show up on the day. And that is why I must expand my territory. A mage's power and might must be witnessed by the outside world, if only once in a while.
That is interesting. It reminds me of how, when she first built this place, it sounded like she was building it more for visitors than for herself. That's kind of literally what she's doing. She's building them so that she can be visited. Fascinating. Okay, so we have done our witchly duties of the day, I suppose. I want these trees. Thank you. Okay. Let us continue on with something else. I was thinking about the wolf quest because I'm just really curious about it. And you know what? Why not? Can't move the map. There we go. Where? Oh, it was here. Yes, perfect. Okay, let's go there next. Because we have all the other ones to do, but those have map markers generally. And for this one, I'm a little concerned that if I don't do it for too long, I will forget that it's there. So basically, let's rehash a little bit as we transition over to this quest. We helped a wolf. The wolf brought us to there. There was a sword over there. And then the quest guidance basically told us to go over there. Let's go over there. And along the way, the wolves mentioned... Wait. Yeah, over there. There it is. Some of them have left. There was a name. Was it like Roland or something? And some of them have stayed, I guess. I don't know. Something about chivalry? I love these guys. These guys are so cool. They're training. Hey guys, do you have names? They don't have names. Okay. Let's go get our Oculus and let's go do our world questly business. Read! Wolves have been seen in this area at midnight. Aha, I understand. Travelers, be warned. Indeed. You see, the warning here is that our quest will not activate unless it's midnight. Wow. I did that just for convenience sake, but actually that was probably a very good idea. Otherwise we wouldn't have gotten over that ledge. Let's get this investigate, and then we shall check the time. And we shall make it midnight. Wow, these flowers are so cool! Oh! Oh, because they were suffused. Will you come back, please? I could probably pick it up, but, like, it's minding its own business. Wow! Oh. They're shy. I do love how they have different plants in every area and how they design those plants to reflect the qualities of that area in one way or another. Distant voice says a woo! A woo yourself, my friend! And the qualities of Nodcry are so cool. Hi, Wolf. Read. Month unknown, day unknown. Lost notes 4. A brutal fight. I refused the locals' aid and held this lighthouse alone. Now I'm the only one left. Ah, and this wolf, the one that came with us from Mondstadt. Master went off tracking the monsters. I cannot say if he will return. But it doesn't matter now. Where he goes, I can't follow, drenched in blood as I am. The end of this path of chivalry, there it is again, chivalry. Only he and these crows, drawn by the scent of blood, will see it. I won't leave my body to them. Well, wolf from my homeland, consider sending me on my way your final duty. Dang! Okay. 2 people from Mondstadt defended the lighthouse, talking about chivalry. They're probably knights. A wolf came with them from Mondstadt. Oh! This whole time I've been wondering... Oh, that reminds me of the thing I wanted to check. If the wolves of Mondstadt are maybe descended from the wolves of Nodcry, and possibly even the wolf Fae of Snezhnaya. I should follow you, huh? But before I do, 1 second. But it seems like actually it's the other way around. A wolf came from Mondstadt to this place. I suppose it's not mutually exclusive. They could bring a wolf back with them as well. I wanted to go check the brief history of the Pale Starborn again. I believe that was down here. Oh, Hymns of the Far North! We have the new one! We should definitely read that later. Okay, let me find a brief history really quick. Here it is. Okay. The human that the Tsaritsa appointed right? Was that here? Yeah, look! Look! The Snezhnogrod Vesh to handle the administrative issues caused by the absence of their various princes. The human Ivanovna. Isn't that the same name that Nicole just mentioned? Is that the same person? So is she part of the Hexen Circle? But is that not the name that Nicole just mentioned? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back and check. I'm so happy that I record everything. Let's me go back to check. Hello! Read. Month unknown, day unknown, Lost Notes 2. We've gone back chronologically. We encountered another group of monster hunters. They called themselves the Light Keepers and seemed to have come from the north. Interesting that they called them monster hunters. I suppose they do hunt the abyss. These warriors, intent on restoring order to this land, invited us to join their cause. But Master Roland refused. There's that name, Roland. Okay, so a knight and his squire, perhaps? With Roland being the knight. Nothing will ever change unless this land is cleansed with blood? That's what the master said? And the targets of this purge are not limited to non-human monsters. He believes that bandits who seize the chance to pillage and desperate outlaws with nowhere left to turn all must be eradicated. But can this world truly be saved through killing alone? Dang, Roland. Can I go back and read 4? Something... I want to see what this one said about chivalry. Please tell me it's still there. Oh, fantastic. Oh, but I can't read it. Darn it. Oh, hello. Oh, hello! Because it seems like... So Master Roland...
An answer from this world?
Despite being a knight, is a little aggressive, perhaps. I assume there's a reason for that. Probably trauma. But... it seems like the apprentice knight, the younger knight, the junior knight, the squire, whoever they are, the person writing these notes, disagrees with Roland's approach. Or at least has concerns. And so I imagine they... Oh, Roland did leave them by themselves. This is really cool. I wonder what they did in the end. Oh, sorry, buddy. Lost Notes 1. I thought our westward march would conclude in Natlan, but Master Roland shows no intention of ending his campaign. Things differ in the northern snowfields. There, the new Cryo Archon has restored order within Snezhnogrod. Here, the chaos inflicted by that calamity still reigns supreme. Perhaps that's why Master Roland's behavior has become increasingly inscrutable since we arrived in Nodcry. Sometimes I can't even tell if we're fighting to save people from suffering, or just for the sake of slaughter. Roland was corrupted by the abyss, wasn't he? I'm sure Master would say that where chivalry is concerned, there is no difference between the two. I never pondered this before we left Mondstadt. Perhaps Master Roland is right. I simply do not understand yet. Oh boy. Is it worth it to whip out Itlua to speak with this thing during this? I think I will try. Because my concern with those notes that we've passed is we can't read them again. So if this is part of this little semi-world quest thing that we're doing, is this what they call like a hidden exploration objective?
Ratnik, reporting for...
Oh, he said something cool! I think he said Ratnik reporting for duty. Oh. No.
Behold, the dog!
No, I took Arlecchino out! I'm just gonna leave. Where did our little guy go? He's over there. You know what? Let's teleport here so that that guy forgets about us. And we'll immediately switch back Arlecchino. Okay, doesn't seem like I can interact with that lamp. Maybe I needed to light it or something. But...
no need to fret. I shall handle this.
Thank you, Arlecchino. Can you try lighting the lamp? You are Pyro. I jest. Oh, I'm too close. That's the Knights of Favonius. If I look upon it any further, I will be tempted to do the whole quest. The filigree, it calls me home. But I want to keep following that wolf. Okay. This is where we were? No, we were at that one. This is the one from before. That one we could read again. Huh, how strange. Where's our wolfie? I think he's over there. Yep, there he is. I love these guys. They're so glowy. Hello, guys. I love the geometric design to the energy. It's everywhere. Oh, where did he go? Darn it. Uh-oh, I took my eyes off of him. Oh, he's over there. Oh, did you get us a chest, little one? Thank you. And a final readable. Press on, uphold the knightly creed. Abyssal monsters are everywhere, and the locals avoid us as if we carried a curse. Setting up camp near these ruins is not a long-term solution, I fear. Lord Roland says nothing. He just wipes his blade in silence. Perhaps we really are too weak. Thankfully, once they learned of our situation, the warriors who call themselves the Lightkeepers offered us their lighthouse as shelter. We read this one before, actually, didn't we? That's what tells us to go to the lighthouse. Touch the sword hilt. All right, what do you think? Are we gonna fight Roland, his abyss-corrupted ghost? Oh, the knights who chose to follow me were lost to the injustices of fate. Who's this speaking? Is that Roland? For you who devoted yourselves to justice and to the path of chivalry, this was not the ending you deserved. Look at the wolves running with us. That is so cool. Or is this the writer of the notes? Boreas, take care of them! For when I reach the end of my road, their souls will be redeemed. Oh my god! Wolf, you two desire to stay. I understand. Remain and keep watch over their rest. There's an Oculus over there. So, the wolves of Mondstadt. Even if I only remain upon this path, so be it. I will press forward until every shadow of evil is slain and every something is purged. I think that is Roland then talking. Because he seems like the type to talk about purging everything. Another sword hilt. Okay, okay, but it seems like he knew that something was wrong too. If that was Roland speaking just then, he's basically saying... I think what he's saying is that the knights that followed him, their souls were then either corrupted or ensnared, and he gave their souls to Boreas to be watched over. Which is interesting, because if this is after the new Cryo Archon that Sarita, I presume, ascended, then this is after the Archon War, well after. And Venti, Barbados that is, should already be Animo Archon. And so if you want to release the souls of trapped knights, shouldn't you bequeath them to Barbados's care? But he bequeathed them to Boreas. Is that because Boreas was understanding of the situation and what Venti wasn't? Or is it because their souls were trapped as wolves? You know, these ghostly wolves that we're seeing? And so he sent the wolf souls to Boreas to be taken care of. That is so cool. Either way, fascinating. Hi. Sword. And moon. And wolf. Oh my god, look at that guy. Yikes. Wow. The lone wolf's memory. The wolf's phantom drifted away, perhaps because Boreas' presence? Boreas is also Varka, isn't it? He's the Knight of Boreas.
A reward on the road.
So he's entrusting them to Varka? Touch the sword hill. I guess we get another chance to try. But I might need to have Varka in order to unlock that. Oh my god, all these hidden interactions that they have in Nodcry. Wow. That was a cool little mini quest. So Roland, I think Roland might have been the voice. I am curious how he was able to preserve his words like that. You know, I guess it's because of the energy of Nodcry. He was able to tap into it. I wonder what became of him. What did he become, literally? Should I think I kind of really want to talk to the knights. Oh, don't fall. I feel like there's more to be learned about that story. What happened to the other knight? The squire, potentially. Oh, teleporter over there. You know what? Sure, let's get that teleporter. We're up here, we might as well. Look at all the, what's that stuff called? The stuff for Larua? Ooh, look at that plant. Ooh, look at that chest. Oh my goodness! I love coming up into the oh, those are graves. I was going to say the unexplored wilds. There's always so much to do. There's the domain over there. Cool. These are Lightkeeper graves. Hi. Oh, wow. Look, somebody left flowers for them. Hello? Here lies Lightkeeper Chernov. Here lies Lightkeeper Filev? Filev? Here lies Lightkeeper Pieris Asebov. I was about to ask, why all these graves here? Who are these people? Besides being Lightkeepers, what happened? Do you suppose these are the people who died 3 years ago in the Kipumaki cliff incident? Here lies Lightkeeper Shonokoevich. Koevich? Oh! For now, this is but an empty tomb. 100 years later, it will be the resting place of the Lightkeeper known as Potolichev. To have served as a member of the Frostgate Steeds has been the greatest honor of my life. Frostgale Steeds, excuse me. So, that might be a cavalry sort of squad. I don't know. My horrible thought is, you know, they wouldn't build a tomb for someone who's still alive, right? My concern is that this is someone who is lost at Kipumaki Cliff that they haven't been able to retrieve. And they think either that the Abyss will have died down enough to grab them in 100 years, or that's their promise. Our maximum deadline is 100 years from now. By then, at least, we will have retrieved you. Here lies Lightkeeper Olsen. Here lies Lightkeeper Vedi. Or Veda. Wow. So yeah, let's be on the lookout for those names. I wanted to learn their names. It looks like the elite girls were like headbanging listening to metal music. I'm looking for... Ooh. Well, I was looking for an Oculus, but I found ghosts. Hello, ghost! No! Ah! I tried to deploy my wings at the last moment, but they failed me. Well, I'm not doing this without her. I'm not doing a world quest without my girl. Wow, you can see the Torch Forger all the way from here. That's so cool.
Off we go.
She's dead! Help her! Thank you. I don't think I have enough, oculi for that. I checked a little whiles ago. And I needed a bunch more. Okay. Did I talk to you? Oh, I couldn't, right. Okay, so we went that way, then we jumped off the cliff. Look at that guy, too. Oh, that does remind me of the Friends of Moly Valley quest, which I really should complete. There's the Oculus. Oh, thank goodness we're back up here again, then. Don't die again. For the love of Paimon. Thank you so much. I mean, if she did die again, I would only have myself to blame, but I would just feel terrible about it. Oh. I was about to greet you so happily, and this is how you repay me. How about you? Aha! Do you want this? No. What do you want, little one? You've got red. You want blue? Well, there is blue over here. Maybe I didn't even need to interact with those guys. Vantage point. Another guy over there. I don't suppose I wasted my chance. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Can you share your power with me? You might be able to if I hit you, but I also really don't want to do that because I think you might die. Well, that's food. Okay, I should be able to pick you up now. Great. Let's do this. And there we go. That should do it. Bonus points for being red. Hooray! Oh, he's happy. Is this an answer from this world? Okay, let's get that Oculus and then go talk to some ghosts. I'm all about ghosts. Oh, sorry, birdie. Oh my god, I fixed its throat. Actually, I probably hurt its throat more than fixed it. Sorry, buddy. I got it. Hooray. Okay. Down there. Don't die again. Paimon basically said they were there, now they're gone. Let's go take a look.
Hey, these tents are all torn up. Looks like this camp was abandoned long ago.
Ooh hoo hoo. Neatly written diary 1. Blank blank. The selection list for the Ratniki was posted today. My rank was low, yet I still managed to squeeze in at the very bottom. All the years of effort finally paid off. I can at last wear the uniform of a Ratnik. I stood before the mirror, studied every detail of the uniform again and again. The buttons, the badges, the cap, and the lantern that belongs only to me, with my name engraved on it. I could look at it forever. New uniforms always carry a scent of leather mixed with hope. It is strangely comforting. I ran my fingers over my name on the lantern and pictured myself guarding the borderlands. I could not help imagining the future. Would my name and my story one day spread back to Nasha Town? And from there, across all of Nodcry? Blank blank. I'm also guessing already that this is going to be somebody dispatched to Kipumaki Cliff, and yeah, there it is. I see the name right there. The unit assignments came out today. Perhaps luck really does balance itself. I was not chosen for a frontline Lightkeeper unit. Instead, I was assigned to a support unit stationed at Kipumaki Cliff. I should have known better than to hope for too much. With my test scores, being accepted as a Lightkeeper at all was already more than I could have hoped for. Today, I met my captain and my teammates for the first time. You don't suppose this is Itlua, right? Probably not. But do you suppose? Also, somebody with the lowest score was dispatched to Kipumaki? That's a terrible idea. I guess Kipumaki was, at the time, well controlled? In a good low abyss state? And it kind of exploded like a volcano when they actually got there. Where was I? Today I met my captain and my teammates for the first time. Captain Asibov is a stone-faced man. He gave me a brief rundown of our duties, patted my shoulder, and went back to his post. His grip was so strong I almost lost my balance. Chernov is a cheerful fellow. He pulled me to the campfire for drinks, and I had a surprisingly pleasant night. Chonokoivich is as thin as a sheet of iron. I heard he used to be a poet. Chernov says his dream's to write a great poem about military life, which is why he became a Lightkeeper. To be honest, he is a strange one. But Tolichev joined the same day I did, and he seems downcast for some reason. I wonder if his reason for being thus is the same as mine. These are the names we just read on the graves. I wonder who this is. I have lost track of how many days I've been stationed at Kipumaki Cliff. Perhaps it has already been months. Each day feels as if it will never end, as though I am trapped living the same one over and over. Dotor! No, I'm kidding. I rise at 6 each morning to train with the captain. After that, I search for fruits or hunt small game to top up our rations. Then Chernov takes over my watch, and I get to enjoy staring at the jagged walls of Kipumaki Cliff and letting my mind drift. I imagine what my battles against the Wild Hunt will look like one day. I truly don't know what Shonokoivich hopes to write about in a unit like ours. What great poem about military life can sprout from this? Oh god. The captain received an order from Pyramida today. We are to clear several Wild Hunt nests around Kipumaki Cliff in a support unit role. To be honest, this is the best news I have had in days. No, in months. At last, I will go to the battlefield. At last, I can prove myself. Filaev, the Lightkeeper, remembered by the generations to come, is finally about to have his first battle. And we read that name on a grave, just up the top of the cliff. Oh boy. If they were truly dispatched, then I assume it's because they thought they could handle it. So those places they were supposed to clear were probably not terribly dangerous. But when they got there, they probably bit off more than they could chew. It was Kipumaki Cliff erupting, you know? Unknown person's abandoned diary. From the records of the Frostgale Steeds, we received an urgent request for reinforcements from Pyramida and set out for Kipumaki Cliff to deal with an unexpected Wild Hunt outbreak. According to our scout teams, there should be another group of Wild Hunt lurking beneath Cliff Watch Camp. It is now the third day. The Wild Hunt spilling out of Kipumaki Cliff has already reached the ramparts. That place is often called the Sanctum of Departed Heroes, the resting ground of soldiers who once fell in battle. The sheer number of Wild Hunt creatures this time is unsettling. I only hope I will not become one of them. Thankfully, the scout has already returned to report to the old man in Pyramida, so reinforcements should be on the way. Our orders are to clear 3 wild hunt nests. We destroyed one the day before yesterday, and another this morning after being forced into it. This should be the last one. If we can hold out until help arrives, I can finally return to Pyramida and make my report. I'm taking a long break once we get back. About time I headed home and checked on things there, too. Huh. This could very well be another Lightkeeper, someone who is lost. But this last bit, about time I headed home and checked on things there, too. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I was going to say, I wonder if this is Larua. Because we know he was involved with that, right? That's what we learned during the Pillar of Embla quest. He feels, basically, I think it's survivor's guilt. But he has a house in Pyramida, which we have found, and there's a, what's it called? A mailbox outside, stuffed full of letters. Seems like he hasn't returned home to check on things in a long time. And I can see him maybe not doing that after Kipumaki. You know, he throws himself back into his work instead. But I'm taking a long break. I don't think he would choose to take a long break, you know? Even at this point. What was that horrible noise? What's going on here? Ooh. Ooh. It might have been someone else. Who knows? Maybe it was him. Maybe it wasn't. But my only evidence for that is that his letterbox is full. And his friends there actually also say that it's been a while since he's returned. But we saw him in Pyramida, so we could have gone home at this point. Ghosties! Oculus. Is there an underground ruin over there? These are them! No way! Hey, Chernov, you okay? Still lifting that blade? Captain? Shinokoyevich, Filev. Filev! Oh my god, you're here somewhere. Are you alright? So the guy with the hat is the captain. Ugh. Pretty sure my leg's busted, but hey, I'm still breathing. You keeping count? How many did I take down? How many monsters are there? Are we gonna die out here, Captain? What nonsense are you talking about, kid? We'll definitely make it out to safety. Or make it out safely. Don't worry. The scout must have already returned to the city to inform the old man. Our reinforcements are on their way. Here they come again. These wild hunt just won't give us a break. Alright. Weapons up, lantern steady. We've got another wave coming. I wonder what the captain's name is. Lightkeepers? Oh my god. Huh, Vega, watch out for the wild hunt! These are freaking...
Show no mercy.
Whatchamacallits? Wolvies.
Fulfill our pact.
I would prefer the wild hunt, I'll be quite honest with you. I don't like the wolves.
You two. Time to end
The poison is so annoying. Speaking of which... Oh, let's help the ghosties out. No need for any ghosts to die today. Unless they'd like to peacefully pass on. Oh, there they are! Oh my gosh, hey besties.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Show no mercy.
Oh my god, wait, we gotta try out the Traveler after her buff. Let's do this, let's do this.
Everlasting flame.
84, I'll take 84.
This is where
Especially because it beats Arlecchino 76. I do really need to work on Arlecchino's crit rate.
Let's light it up.
But a little tricky to do, you know. The artifacts don't always give you the stats that you want. And it does still crack me up that the weapon I had her on before, the white tassel was it, has a higher crit rate than her signature.
Everybody stand back.
But you know,
Suffer the wrath of Easley.
you have to sacrifice some things in order to get others. So, what I love about her signature is it makes fights a lot faster, even though she has a lower crit rate, because she can get her Bond of Life immediately without having to wait for her skill to either cool down or once you've applied it, like we have here, for it to charge up till there. Because once every, like, 15 seconds? 20 seconds? I don't know what it is. She can collect a Bond of Life just from doing a charge attack. Let's see if I can do it. Yep, there it is. Because of her signature. And that is so helpful, because if she's starting a fight with no Bond of Life, she'll just do normal attack damage. No pyro or anything, and it's not as powerful. So, that's one thing I really like about her signature. Long story short. The way this keeper suddenly showed up and then vanished. Like shadows. Don't tell Paimon they're... Yes, Paimon, they're ghosties. My best friends. Of course, I have to investigate everything. Notice how everything we've investigated has been an artifact. Places of memory. Even this one, yeah. This is one of those places where you touch the earth and you say something happened here. Oh, there's another one. Nice. I'll keep this close.
An answer from this world?
Darn. I go for that one way too often. It's really just my favorite. I don't know why. Something's still making noise in there. Careful, Vega. Hello. Neatly written diary 2. This was my first mission under Captain Asibop. Right, that's his name. The real battlefield is nothing like the training grounds. When that monster threw itself at me, I could hear nothing but my own heart pounding. Everything I learned in training was gone. Fear flooded through me in an instant, my legs turning leaden. I never knew battles could be so terrifying. I could barely hold my sword. I woke up several times in the middle of the night, gasping for air inside my tent. It feels as if the wild hunt will strike the moment I lose focus. Chernov saved me this time, but what about the next? Will I be wounded or will I die? I worked so hard to become a Ratnik, dreaming of standing beside the legends. Yet look at me now. I cannot even get a grip on a blade when facing the wild hunt. Will I ever see my mother's warm smile again? Will I ever return to Nasha Town, the place from which I first set out? This is Filaev, right? Is that how you say his name? He's from Nasha Town. I see ghosties. Sanctum of Departed Heroes. Yeah, we saw that mentioned in the note back there, didn't we? Don't be afraid. Vitoli and I will get you out of here. Stand tall. Hold that blade like a proper Lightkeeper. What plan? What plan could there possibly be, Patoli? If this is the end, then I'll fight here. Then I'll fight till the last, right here. You're the finest squad I've ever had. Whatever happens next, it has been my honor to fight alongside you. Look at these guys. Tormenting them even in death. The honor's all ours, Captain. Come on, prepare the defense. Let these damned creatures witness the wrath of the Frostgale steeds. Get 'em, boys! It does kind of crack me up how we pop out of the memories and they immediately target us. That's good, though. Leave them alone. And we got another Wolfie, which I know from experience can indeed target us in the middle of our ultimate. Oh my god. I just happened to take a step at that moment, and thank goodness I did. Oh!
Attention, did you? Everlasting as the moon.
The captain is urging people to flee so that they can call for backup. Leave him here. Get to the old man. I'm actually surprised that guy died. Don't you have more health? Another HP bar? I guess not. Okay. I thought we came from that way. I guess we came from this way. I didn't even notice us going through this doorway. Where the heck are we? Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's the note. We came this way. They were across the water. Oh, there is another enemy. Hey, buddy. I thought I didn't kill you. Okay, now he's dead. And I'm still poisoned. That's a sparkle. Ah, I must have like walked out of bounds or something. It did feel like it ended strangely. I'm just trying to dodge their lasers that they love to fire at each other. Goodness gracious. If I can get them kind of bunched up, they can't catch me in the crossfire. Literally crossfire. Ha ha ha. She's not back yet. Whoopsies. We'll put this down. I might as well. Let him heal for a split second. Get him!
Get to work.
Okay. Oh my god. Nope. No doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Panic instead. Call that panic at the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh nice, we can charge up a little bit while this guy is stunned.
Let's light it up. Suffer the wrath of the Eatfleet.
I swear, it's doing no damage, which is just off screen. How bizarre. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my god, see Talali, what's happened? When did that happen? Nope. Okay, back to our thing. Ah! Stop hurting them. These are really tough wild hunt down here. Or is it just because there's two of these big guys at the same time? Probably. Ah! Leave me alone!
Let's light it up.
There we go. One, let him heal. I tried to. I don't think he was going to. I had to switch. Ooh, nice going. Was that? Oh, it was probably 18,600. I thought I said 186. Oh. Oh, we cleared up. Oh, nice. Where heroes rest. We cleared it out. Oh, I'm so happy. Seal obtained. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And they're giving us an exit. Well, I will not take the exit. Neatly written diary 3. Around 4 this morning, I was jolted awake by waves of roaring, the ground shaking beneath me. The air carried an acrid, bloody smell. When I looked outside the camp, I saw countless monsters rushing towards us in the dark. Captain Asebov burst out of his tent and began shouting orders. My foggy mind slowly understood that this was a wild hunt attack. What surprised me was the flood of images that suddenly flashed through my head. Some were from the training grounds, some were from my first night with the support unit, and some from long ago in my home. For a moment, I even thought I smelled the ribs Mom used to grill. I do not know why all those memories filled my head at once, but I am grateful that fear was no longer the only thing in my heart. This was the first time I fought with the squad to clear a wild hunt nest. Even now, my heart still pounds and my arms feel numb with exhaustion. I was injured in the fight, but I was not as terrified as on that night. Maybe I will grow into the person I hope to become after all. I hope so. And then he freaking died! Yeah, his life was flashing before his eyes, wasn't it? You see, this is why you don't take the pads they give you. There's an Oculus. You always gotta stay on your toes. Don't let them outwit you. I say, and then I immediately walk into like a trap or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there's the thing for the seal. Oh, cool. These are little geckos. I need 2 more. Iris moon. Oh, we're almost underneath the dangerous area, aren't we? You can see the ground getting blue or purple over there. Another way out. Interesting. And now we're behind enemy lines. Look at the abyss. Interesting. Okay. That's nice though, because it's right next to the teleporter, or the statue that is. Oh, I should heal. Oh, but I don't want to activate the quest accidentally. We'll heal it. We will heal elsewhere. Yeah, if we want to get this thing open, we can just teleport straight to that teleporter statue thing. I love my little glowy. Oh, you know what it is! I'm probably charged up for my new fancy charged attack! That's what it is! Fascinating, because again, I edited, the... Where am I going? I'm going here, okay. Yeah, since the last time I played in earnest, I edited the videos for Act 7 and Act 8. And during Act 8, you get the buffs from Columbina. And so I reread them while they were there on the screen. And, oh, phew, finally out. That place was way too dangerous. I was reminded about our new fancy charge attacks. That explains it. That's what the glow means. It means you're charged up. Oh, they drop you off right at the grave so you can learn what happened to them. I wish I could put down flowers. I guess I put down flowers for all the graves that have bodies, not this guy. But not up here either. But yeah, so the glow and the little thing on the HP bar. How fascinating. Okay, let's go to a statue. We shall now heal. We'll go to this one, I suppose. And where is it though? There it is. Okay, so in terms of what to do next, I kind of actually want to go finish the things over here. Moly Valley. Because it's been sitting in our quest log forever. The thing wants us to do it. Why not? Moly Valley. I don't know how long it will take. Oh, it's in there. Let's just try to finish this up. Oh, and then we will read... whatchamacallit. Hymns of the Far North? Yeah, that one. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on a tree. Over here. Yes, indeed. Hello, planties. May I pass? I can't. Awesome. Thank you. It's so pretty in here. So what was going on over here? Oh, look, she's here. Aoni, you were adopted by the moles. And then the weasel thieves stole an energy core and was activating artillery or something. Everyone's still here and no one's turned into a shadowless mole. And other terrifying statements. What do you mean a shadowless mole? Oh! Is this symbolism for something? There's 3 of them. There's 3 moons. One's red, one's yellow, one's either white or black. Or gray or silver. It's symbolism. Alright, they want me to get up there somehow. You are so freaking cute. Oh my god, how cute. Hello? Investigate.
You'd think it was hiding something like this. Guess that's a weasel thief for ya.
And these chromkake bolts. I've got like 3, I guess 4 of them now. I don't know what I do with them. My instinct is to give them to Aino.
I'm guessing the weasel thief big bosses are trying to copy the big guys and to make the Molly family their flunkies. But just like how those big guys failed, they probably didn't get their way either. Those weasels have messed up Molly Valley, and now the Molly family are hiding in a hole somewhere. It's probably best not to expect too much from moles. They relied on humans for that as well.
Yeah, weren't there humans involved with the weasel thieves or something?
Well, these are just sniffer moles after all. And if we look at this differently, the weasel thieves only got their hands on dangerous machines because of humans. It's only right that humans should help clean up the messes that other humans created. Molly Valley once again belongs to Grandpa Molly and his family. As we agreed, here's your Mora. Thanks for the help. Oh yeah, might as well give you this as well. Helka said fiction mustn't find its way into her booklet, or it'll start getting hard to tell truth from falsehood. I'm not sure it matters. Even false things contain some truth, don't they? Anyway, I'll see you around, Vega, littlest Miss Paimon. I'll come find you again if the weasel thief big bosses try anything funny. Looks like our reputations are growing, Vega. Paimon really hopes those weasels don't try anything funny again. You take care, Aoni. I will. Safe travels, you two.
That's hilarious. That's all I needed to do. Whoops. Oh, conch notebook.
Oh right, still gotta hold that funeral. I wonder if I should invite the others from the conch gang.
Oh, the pieces are starting to come together in hindsight. You're part of the conch gang. That's why you had a conch notebook. Tell me about the conch gang.
Oh, would you like to join too? If you do, Jerva's the guy to ask. He'll be at Speranza. Although, if there's gonna be a vote, Helka's not around right now. But that's fine. I'm sure Jerva will find a way.
I am really curious about Helka, because we've seen that name pop up before. Is that the same person that the little girl at the Frostmoon Scions was learning stories from? Maybe. Where is she? Is she okay? About the sniffer moles?
I guess they started picking up human habits from living alongside us for so long. Weasel thieves do this too. And so do the Saurians in Natlan, or so I've heard.
Or so I'm told.
I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, though.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing that has consequences. But if you're gonna head home soon after your funeral, maybe, these should be fine. It's so pretty in here. Okay, you know what? Why not here? Let's take a look at the book we just got, and then we'll go for Hymns of the Far North. No, never mind. We will not do Hymns of the Far North here. We're gonna go to the Frostmoon Science to do it. Where is our oculi? I do want to check on them again. 24! Okay, that is more than I thought I had. Notebook? Question mark? You. A notebook compiled by Paimon containing a collection of notes obtained from the Conch Gang kids. It's all about the moles? And it talks about the moon. Okay, we're gonna read it. Grandpa Molly and his family live in a cave deep in Molly Valley. It's damp and smells like old tree roots. Like there was a peaceful and serene Oh, life there was peaceful and serene before the noisy big guys dragged their metal to the gorge. When night falls into the big guys leave, the Molly family comes out from their cave and scavenges for food or frolics with the moon glow fireflies. Little Molly loves the moon even more than lockaberries and moon glow fireflies. The moon over Molly Valley shines big and bright like a huge white plate in the sky. Jerva says that sniffer moles have poor eyesight, but powerful noses and sensitive ears. Perhaps little Molly can smell the moon, even from so far away. Maybe it's as fragrant as the sweetest of lockaberries. On nights when the moon is particularly bright, she can make out a few shadowless moles drifting in the moonlight, like smoke blowing in the wind. They talk to each other, but never let little Molly join in. It's as if they can't even see her. Maybe it's because little Molly still has her shadow. She's heard that mysterious groups have their own secret rules, like the Hollow Hands. Maybe she needs to be introduced by a shadowless mole, or complete some sort of arcane ritual, before she can do more than just listen from the sidelines. Why is this suddenly so creepy? What sort of wild hunt ghosts are you seeing? Remember that one time, when we were on the coast? Not on, Star Sand Shoal, but on the other side of, Nodcry, and we were looking for Flint because he had been accused of murder. And they were like those ghost wild hunt guys. That's what I'm picturing right now. But these guys look like moles for whatever reason. What are they? That's so strange. Though, as far as little Molly's concerned, even just listening to them speak is engrossing. One of the sniffer moles comes from far away. It seems he doesn't have a home, and so he can rest his head anywhere he chooses. He claims to have been to snow-capped mountains, passed through sandy deserts, climbed towering peaks, and walked along the bottom of the deepest oceans. Do those places have fresh lockaberries? One of the local moles asked. As far as I know, they don't, but they have many other delicacies. Upon hearing his response, the local mole scrunched up his face. It appears he likes lockaberries quite a lot. This feels like a metaphor, but for what? Little Molly loves lockaberries too, but she also wants to know if she'll like the other delicacies the shadowless mole mentioned. She left Molly Valley once before to go on her own adventure, burrowing into the soil for a long time to reach a place full of big guys. She went at night, and there was so much noise and so many lights that she could hardly... I'm sorry, so big guys are humans. She dug down into the soil and she found humans in what I'm picturing immediately as a workshop. What on earth did she find? Did she find Conria? Like, what on earth? She went at night and there was so much noise and so many lights that she could barely follow the direction of the moon. Eventually, she followed the familiar scent of lockaberries to a place piled high with fruit, including many types she had never seen before. They smelled delicious. She hoped she might take some with her. Just a few would do. But luck wasn't shining on her that day. Sometimes that's just how things are. When she returned to Molly Valley, she found that everyone had been worried about her. They were shocked to hear that she had traveled so far away. Wasn't life in Molly Valley perfect? Why would she want to go anywhere else? So, little Molly told them that she had heard what she had heard from the shadowless moles. How could there be moles with no shadows? He must have been dreaming. Her brother, Lil Molly, said in disbelief. He didn't approve of his little sister leaving the valley, and neither did anyone else. For them, after all, there could be no fruit in this world as delectable as fresh lockaberries. If she didn't see the shadowless moles the next time the moon shone bright, she would accept that this was all just a dream. After all, little Molly was perfectly content with life in Molly Valley. But the next time that huge white plate rose in the sky, the shadowless moles rose with it, repeating their conversations from before. Since this was no dream... Oh, do you suppose the shadowless moles are Kuhenki? They rose with the moon. They have no shadows. They're made of light? Are they Kuhenki? Since this was no dream, it must be guidance from the moon. Little Molly was overjoyed. Beneath the radiant moon, she once again set out alone, leaving Molly Valley behind, though this time she did not know when she would return. For who could say if she would find something even more scrumptious than fresh lockerberries in the snowy mountains, sandy deserts, or wherever else she might end up? Oh, Krabsar. Oh. Wait, have we read? Oh, this is a combination of the various notes we've gotten. So this one we just got from whatever her name is we were just speaking with. Starts with an A. This one we might have read before. This one is from the kid on the beach who talks about the jellyfish. And we did get this before, but I never read it. Okay. Or did we read this? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The Krabsar lives right next to those weirdos, the Frostmoon Scions. They say he's hundreds of years old, and honestly, how else could he get so big? He's far, far larger than any crab I've ever seen. In fact, his home isn't a normal shell at all. It's a massive hill-like conch, bigger than the one we paint on our flags. That's like a tiny fortress. Stranger still, Kuvaki-filled moss grows all over it, glowing like stars in the dark cave. Who knows, maybe that's the Krabsar's crown. Given all that, it makes perfect sense that the smaller crabs nearby have ended up as his subjects. Poor little things. They are always scurrying around, dragging food like lockerberries, tiny fish, and all sorts of other stuff I can't even name into the cave's depths, instead of just enjoying it right there and then. Twice, I even saw them hauling back shiny pebbles into bits of moonfall silver. Maybe that's the tax they owe the Tsar. Folks say that back in the days of the Master Thief Reed Miller, the governor sent by Snezhnaya used to collect taxes just like that from the people of Nashtown. Yeah, I bet what's happening here is something along those lines. That's interesting. Very cool, very cool. The governor. That guy. That said, I'm starting to think the Krabsar isn't all that interested in an endless stream of lockerberries and fish. Just yesterday afternoon, I saw it emerge from its hole for a moment. It moved so slowly, like every step weighed a mountain, and the pebbles on the ground shook with each step it took. Then, this tiny crab came scuttling over, dragging the saddest little fish you ever saw right up to its feet. The Tsar just lowered its head, gave it a glance, and casually waved one of its massive pincers. The poor, panicky little crab immediately dropped that fish, and scurried straight back into the sand. The Tsar didn't eat the fish. It just nudged the fish aside with a smaller claw, then lay still, staring out toward the sea. Or at least, that's what it looked like to me. I'm telling you, being a king must be lonely. All the other crabs are scared of him. It may have a fortress and maybe even a crown, but it has no friends he can reach out to with his claws. Not like the tassel jelly can with its tentacles. Semyon says jellyfish communicate that way, so I guess crabs must use their claws or something like that? I really do wonder where it found that enormous shell. Was there a king even bigger than the Tsar who lived there before? And if he keeps growing, will he move into an even grander place next? I almost thought about bringing it some ripe lockerberries to get a closer look, but maybe not. A master thief has no business getting too close to royalty. That kind of curiosity only leads to trouble. I remember this kid. I remember really liking this kid. They call themselves the heir of Reed Miller or something. I love it. It's adorable. Okay, let's read the Tassel Jelly one. This will set us up for that world quest on the beach, I bet. Which we will one day do. I don't know when, but I do plan to do everything. God, everything in this world. Can you imagine 100% in Genshin? I'm sure a lot of people have, but there's so much to do. Tassel Jelly, let's do this next. Said to be a species unique to Notcry. It has a pink bell and long tentacles. These jellyfish are usually found near the beaches on Maroon Basin, where the shallow tidal zones make the perfect hunting grounds for tiny plankton. Even after the tide recedes, they glide effortlessly on land, likely thanks to specialized water sacs that keep them moisturized, perhaps mucus-secreting glands that minimize dehydration. Their tentacles are far tougher than a typical jellyfish's, and seem to possess some unique power, though perhaps only effective against their prey. I carefully poked one with the stick, and it did not react much, nor did it attack me. Prodding a jellyfish, ha! I dare say no one in the conch gang has guts like mine. They communicate by intertwining their tentacles. Hi, Semyon. Like humans shaking hands or high-fiving. Which means those dance-like movements they make when they gather are probably their own unique language. Although they don't have brains, it seems they possess some measure of intelligence. Unfortunately, it looks like the Fatui's blasted facilities have all but destroyed the habitats of the tassel jellies. The machinery they brought in roars away day and night. I don't know what these contraptions even do, but it looks like the entire area has been sapped of life. Did we read this before? We might have. This is starting to sound familiar. Maybe because they've lost their source of food, or maybe it's all the awful noise pollution, or maybe it's both. I saw some jellyfish that had collapsed on the beach. I tried helping them, but I was too late. Rest in peace, jellyfish. What is this? Oh, it's the silver lamp wig! Oh, how cool. It has only survived to this day, only because it was left behind in the time-stilled tower. That's very cool. Okay. So, a couple thoughts actually popped up for me during that. The first is... meeting points rewards. Oh, nice, because we did the quest. Okay.
Save me.
And never stop! I'm begging you! That is so scary. Let's go here. Sublunary Tales claim. Why is she still there? That's so scary. I gotta do this. Okay. And then... something. Right, that's what it was. Okay, I really want to read the thing, but I want to go to Mondstadt first. I want to read the new Hymns of the Far North we got. But first I want to talk to these guys. I've been waiting to talk to these guys for weeks because I wanted to be able to do it in a video. Hey, have you heard? Something serious has happened with the higher-ups. This is different. Because the, I wonder if we'll get the, final verdicts by the Fatui... Let's see, what are they called? Okronica? The Fatui for Internal Affairs. They were tasked with reviewing Dotori's actions. I wonder if we'll hear what they determined. Ah, you mean what happened with the Doctor and Marionette, right? For this to happen just as the plan was about to kick off? Oh ho ho. Look at you worrying over nothing again, aren't you? The Jester and the Rooster are leading the charge on that front. There's no way it could fail. No matter what happens to Nodcry, it won't affect Her Majesty the Tsaritsa's great endeavor. We need only carry out our duties and wait to sing the praises of her far-sighted wisdom, you'll see. I hope things really do go smoothly over in Snezhnogrod. Oh ho ho ho. So Project Stuja is still in the works, and it's alive and kicking in Snezhnogrod. I suppose we have that to look forward to when we go to Snezhnaya, eh? Alrighty, let's meeting point. Because Frostmoon Scion's music should be over there. How perfect for reading a book by the Frostmoon Scions, no? That darn quest. Let's do it over here. Okay, so. Archive. Books. All the way at the bottom. Hymns of the Far North. Which one was the new one? Okay, for me it's volume 1, because I've read 2 and I've read 3. I'm gonna scan them really quickly. So 2, we learned about... What is his name? Oh my god, what is his name? Nibelung. Nibelung who built the moons. And it is very interesting to learn now about how he imprisoned them in the end. Explains a lot. Then... Goddess of the Dawnstar. The Morning Star. So when you say Goddess of the Dawnstar, are you talking about the first angel? Right, Koitar, first fairest daughter of the creator god, the first angel. Is the Morning Star specifically the first angel? Her name is Koitar. Man, I remember reading this, but at the same time, I can't remember at all what I thought of it when I read it. Because we have so much more information now. Oh my god. Majestic Golden City, Hyperborea, which was eventually lost because kind of these two's actions. Fascinating. And so, Sutra Voinen must be what the Frostmoon Scions call the Voyager? Really? Wow. We know so much more information now that reading this feels completely different. Like, we can immediately connect these names and these stories to concrete people that we know about. Because Nicole literally just called her what she called it? Princess of the Morning Star? And now it's Goddess of the Dawnstar? What a parallel. Oh my, is that, huh. Wow, okay. Serelanian, and you're the third descender. So, Stranger of Winter's Day, and I do still want details on this. I do still want details on all of this. Here's, okay, so then volume 3, Kure Kutar, it's Frost Moon. Oh, and that would be canon then? Hi, canon. Very cool. Yeah, okay. So let's read volume 1. Proem. Oh, cool. Oh, lips, now no, I need music. I'm gonna wait till the music comes back. Give me a minute. There we go. Okay. Proem. Oh, lips, now voice a solemn hymn for me, to speak the North's old warnings, low and high. I've left my land, my native shores, departed home and wandered far. Through realms unknown, where none know my name, across a barren land long lost to fame. Bleak tundras find rest and deep waters wake. Only snow dances upon 1,000 lakes. Yet still the moonlight bathes the path I trace, and winds still brush the sorrow from my face. Let me sing of how the moon first kissed the land. Let me chant the verse that drives back evil bands. I praise the rivers raging strong, and praise the peaks that range ever on. I praise the bronze-bound ship of Sutravoinen, and the golden arrows of Yanikuinen unbroken. I'm glad we reviewed, hehe. I curse the poisonous plot of Pakai Suko, and decry Pohola's calamity forevermore. My prayer, a sacred word from heaven above, sang to my forebears by envoys beloved. But fate is in the end like a fleeting dream, and in death, like waters clear, drowns every eye. So long as moonlight hangs in its prison on high, I cannot return to home beloved, even if it be nigh. Where golden light soft through verdant crowns shines, where Dawnstars in silver array the pines. O heirs of Hyperborea, mark this song, etch it in your minds, fast and strong. Seek not to tread the sly fox path slight, nor yearn for the great bear's haughty might. But so long as him and Runo ring, the far north shall endure in eternal spring. So, I'll be right back to that, but Runo is interesting. That's a name we haven't seen before, because Pakai Suko is, we saw down here with our dear third descender, is somebody who is a servant of our forebears. The dad of the daughter, and betrayed basically Serelanian to the heavenly principles. But, you know, maybe not, might not have, did I just say a bunch of redacted things? Oh my god, I'm so excited for this next part. Might not have had a lot of choice. So Kaisuko is tentatively old man we don't like. Maybe. Pohola is the place, which is Paha Isle now, right? I believe? Did it say something about Paha, or did I just completely make that up? I think I guessed that, because Hisi is the Frost Moon Scion's island currently, so Pajola, or Pohola, either way, might be Paha. The names are similar. Or it could be, like, literally another island out there that we don't have on our map, so we're not aware of it. But it's nearby. I bet. Maybe. Oh my god, there's a lot up there. Whoa. Okay. That's the place. Envoys. The angels, right? Okay. Who's Runo? But it's cool how this is like a precursor introduction to the hymns later. It's exactly a poem, right? So what's this? What is this? My very first thought. Pitka Moonin, Lord of the Seven Calamities. That's the Heavenly Principles. Why is this name so gosh darn similar to Paimon? Pitka Moonin? Paimon? I don't like it. I'm lying. I love it. That's so cool. We have a name. Well, I mean, okay. Again, this is the Frost Moon Scion's name for the Lord of Seven Calamities, but still, it's cool to have any name at all. The summer solstice. Burn the season's first sheaf of wheat. To this offering add a hen, an ox, a snake gall equivalent in weight to the grain, as well as 7 cups of the blood of blank's blank? What? Why is it redacted? Is this Irminsul? Did Irminsul delete something? Or... I almost think that Irminsul would be even more detailed. If Irminsul had redacted something, it would substitute something else, wouldn't it? The Archpriestess chants the Runo 7 times. Oh, there we go again. Okay, so it's not a name of a person. It's, a prayer, maybe. A recitative. The Archpriestess chants the Runo 7 times, then performs divination using animal entrails to appease the gods. We know, for instance, that the, Heavenly Principles and the Moon Sisters were on good terms for a time, so it is not too strange to see that Hyperborea might have had prayers for the Heavenly Principles as well, in order to, you know, recognize them, in order to maintain that friendly relationship, so on and so forth. O Supreme Lord of the Sky, merciless and indomitable, Father of all and Mother of the gods, we offer these sacrifices to appease your jealousy, lest your wrath blaze against the earth. Exactly. Appeasing. O capricious winged one, fierce king who lays waste to nations, god of the unyielding heart. O god of gender unknowable, we plead that you turn from the mortal realm into the children of the farthest north. You have shattered the order of the old laws and offered shelter to mortals, and yet blank them. Why? Is the document damaged just over time? Because that could easily be forsake them, or punish them, or ignore them. What could possibly be redacted as sensitive information? It does seem more like this is just damage. You have shaken the ancient dwellings of the Eternals, blanked their wings, and laid waste to their blanks. Or blank, I don't know. You are the god of retribution, the vengeful deity. Your will is absolute beneath the moon, never to be disobeyed. In heaven and on earth your blade blank, drinking dry the blank of the wicked and the innocent. O blank and blank king, before you the gods are as mere mortals, and mortals not more than insects. No one dares to speak your name, for you shall blank all who know it. Yeah, that I believe. But O pure and wrathful God, we humbly ask you to accept this offering. May the frost moon shield us from the calamities you bring, and spare us the fate of eternal suffering. And you know what's fascinating is that... Actually, let's read this. Note from Princess Erenruth. This ritual was abolished, 5 centuries ago by the decree of Isla, the first moon chanter. It is notable that the prayer's obscured portions were not deliberately redacted, if the relevant records are to be believed. Instead, the Archpriestess was to chant in an indistinct manner to avoid provoking the god of the 7 calamities. That's incredible. It's simultaneously recognizing their actions and their power, but also avoiding accusing them of anything by being non-specific. Thank you, Erin, for explaining. That's awesome. But yeah, look, this ritual was abolished. They don't do this anymore. And yet, no nails have been dropped upon the Frostmoon Scions again. Seriously, the Heavenly Principles is so asleep or something. I'm so curious. Fascinating. Okay. First song 2, Mad Teraka, Mother of Life. Upon the birth of a child, a pinch of sea salt. Are these going to be the freaking shades? Oh my god. A pinch of sea salt is offered to the sacred stone. Clergy of assistant priestess rank or higher shall chant the Runo 4 times before the newborn is bathed in warm water infused with winter isolea. Thinking about Columbina all of a sudden. Hear me, O noble Mad Teraka, mother of gods and mortals. From Hyperborea to Salvin Dagnir, your compassion is revered by all. You watch over young women, easing their suffering and granting safe passage through childbirth. You rejoice in fecundity? Give life to the sublunary sphere, nurture all that grows in nature. You, mother of the waters, who birthed a heart for the roaring primordial ocean. All the birds, beasts, and fish in this world are yours, for you are the one who brought them into being. By your divine will, you shape mortal flesh as a potter shapes clay, Therefore, I pray you bless this newborn child with health, courage, and wisdom. Note from Aaronruth. This ritual was abolished 5 centuries ago. In its place, the one who's ranked assistant priestess or higher is to recite, "May the new moon illuminate your path" instead. This is meant to invoke protection for the child from the taint of the sublunary sphere. So, Mother of the Waters who birthed the heart, that reminds me of Egeria. Did the Shade of Life create Egeria? Is that a thing? That kind of feels familiar. Maybe. I feel like this is something that I saw you guys mentioning in the comments, but I hadn't yet connected it to something in-game. And so I had it as like a maybe in my mind. I needed to find something in the game to confirm it. I mean, this might be it right here. Mother of the Waters, who birthed the heart of the roaring primordial ocean, because originally that would have been the primordial dragon sovereign of Hydro, right? But, you know, with the heavenly principles, the new shades, the overtaking of the authority, Egeria. That kind of feels familiar. And the Shade of Life, you guys were pointing out, I remember this quite clearly, you guys were pointing out when we watched the God's Limits trailer, Shade of Life, Nabarius, pre-Rhine-Daughter, looks very similar to Egeria. So, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. For Song 3, Tuatha, Mother of the Underworld. That's going to be the Shade of Death, I bet. During the autumn harvest, animal sacrifices are offered in accordance with the social status of those who died that year. The prepared animals are placed in intricately carved wooden or bronze vessels, shaped like boats, to be burned. Before the burning, a clergy member of assistant priestess rank or higher removes the eyes of each animal and presents them separately to the mistress of the underworld. She does love her eyes. She loves eyes. That was probably a very tasteful choice. With eyes veiled by a dark cloth, the archpriestess then chants the runa 4 times and performs divination using animal entrails to please the deity. O mistress of the dead, slow to be moved and without expression. O shadowy lady of the underworld, somber, taciturn, fearsome, Tuatha. You abhor the arrogant and the disrespectful. That sounds about right. And from your grasp there is no escape. Your feet have trod both the humble hut and the gilded throne. The people fear you, for you see all, hear all, and judge all. We revere you for your boundless grace and all-embracing nature. The fate of all living beings rests solely in your hands, and you remain unmoved, no matter how fervent the plea. Yet, noble and majestic goddess, we know that gentleness and mercy are your first nature. Just as you granted our ancestors liberation from suffering and extended it not. O mistress of death, you who know the fates of all under the moon, accept our humble offering. The descendants of the far north beseech you, now that the golden bloodline has returned to your bosom, that you lead us across the nether's dark stream, and let us sleep eternal in a dreamless dream. Interesting. Notes from Aaronruth, abolished by Isla 5 centuries ago. Now when an adherent of the Frost Moon dies, regardless of social status, an assistant priestess or someone of higher rank is to recite instead, "May the new moon lead you to the shore of peace." A simple and solemn funeral is then conducted. Prayer Song 4. Limalia, Mother of Time. On the winter solstice, a cloth bearing the year's significant events is burned, and its ashes are gathered in a silver cup filled with pure water. The archpriestess chants the runa 4 times, and when the wind begins to stir, ha ha ha, I love it, they anoint the verdant crest with the blessed mixture to honor the divinity. Wind and time, I love you so much. O pure and eternal Mother of Time, sovereign who was never born and who shall never die, you create all and destroy all. You remember all and allow them to be forgotten. You who in the moment of your birth also gave birth to yourself, O Supreme Mother. You are the one stillness within the endless flow, the one outsider in the sacred courtyard of the gods. Did kind of get that vibe during God's Limits. May you protect the 4 imprisoned What? May you protect the 4 imprisoned moons. May you protect the 4 imprisoned moons. You are the one outsider in the sacred courtyard of the gods, the one stillness within the endless flow. O Supreme Mother, who in the moment of your own birth also gave birth to yourself, You remember all and allow them to be forgotten. You create all and destroy all. O sovereign who shall never die and who was never born, pure and eternal mother of time. Side note, I love how it circles. It repeats, it cycles, you know? It repeats things over and over again, like I'm doing right now, because it's an ode to time. I love that. That's really cool. Huh? Did this change because I completed the Archon quest, or was this like this the whole time? Because that would have changed a lot of things during that Archon quest if I had read this before. Oh my god. A lot of my theories, that is. So my guess now is that when the 3 Moon Sisters left, they might have been able to communicate to their people that they had a younger sister. And she was also in the prison with them. And so maybe that's why this is in the prayer. Or alternatively, this is the legend of the new moon speaking. The Frostmoon Scions believed that a new moon would one day rise, and so they are praying for her as well, I guess? Did they have that belief yet at this time, though? Possibly. That's... wow! And they knew the moons were in prison. That's probably why they worked extra hard to appease the Heavenly Principles and the Shades. Prayer Song 5 is missing! No! Because that's gonna be, the one shade. That's gonna be the sustainer of Heavenly Principles. What's her name? Asmodee, isn't it? The Shade of Space, isn't she? The one who we fought at the very beginning, and it's missing. I wanted to see her name so badly. I wanted to see if it looked more like Paimon than the name that they gave the, Heavenly Principles themselves. Oh. Anyhow, note from Aranuth. The meaning of this prayer remains obscure, and the ritual described herein contradicts established historical records. The verdant crest, a divine tree that appeared at the birth of the Moon Maiden 5 centuries ago, should not feature in any account of rituals predating that event. Right? This thing predates itself. This is so cool. I love time travel. As no other known texts reference these rites, this is presumed to be a scribal error. Nevertheless, this passage has been preserved unaltered for the sake of textual fidelity. Good job, Frostmoon Scions. Time was altered. Who did this? Is this the hand of Columbina herself? Is this... what's her name? Shade of Time. All I can think of is Aranuth. Ishtaroth. Is this Ishtaroth's influence? Like, how did this happen? That is so cool. Okay, we made it back to Volume 2, so that should be everything. I'll leave it there for now. Wow, that was so cool, the names we got. What insight into the dynamics between the gods during Hyperborea era. This is so cool. Oh my god. I love that. That's a perfect kind of cap to the Archon quest. You know, confirming a lot of things we now know. Describing a lot of things we were theorizing about. I imagine, like, it was a delight to read it now, but I imagine it would have been even cooler reading it earlier. Because this was probably, right? Available before those Archon quests? Like, were all 3 books available as soon as this companion spot came out? If you maxed the companion spot, you could get them? Or did you have to wait a couple patches for them to be released? I'm curious. Let me know. But, anyways, I enjoyed that thoroughly. That was really cool. I probably should, like, make note of all those names in case they keep popping up in this area. And we can make some connections. Ha 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 ha. But anyways, that will be all for now. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. A big shout out to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Konosard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, Gibrilia, the Loyal Servant of Her Majesty, Titsaritsa, Ruru, Axel Aaron, Jay Quellen, Lunar, Matsan, Marcin, Marcus, Sal, Don't Call It, Brian, Warp, Summer, Mo, Lizaria, Kagura, and all of our anonymous patrons. And I will see you all in the next one. This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. What a delightful game. I do so enjoy post-Archon Quest freedom. If we are free. Don't worry! I'm kidding. I'll see you next time. Bye now!